Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back for another speed build video for Pokemon Pokopia. Today we are making a build that you all voted for, so I put a poll out on the channel, so if you don't want to miss future polls and have an input on what we do on this channel, go ahead and subscribe so you never miss those polls, because I think they're fun and you guys get to tell me what you like to see. Anyways, you all voted for cliffside houses, so that is what we're going to be working on today. I was a little scared to work on this, but very excited. I had a lot of inspiration from some Minecraft builds that I saw on Pinterest. So you know what? Shout out to all of the Minecraft builders. You guys are so talented. It's actually crazy, and it gives me a lot of inspiration for this game, so I should probably check out Dragon Quest or whatever that game is called as well, because I've heard that's also similar. So if you have any creators that you like that do Minecraft or Dragon Quest, I think that's the name of the game. If I'm getting that wrong, please correct me in the comments. But I get a lot of inspiration from Minecraft, so if you have other content creators that do Minecraft and other type of like blocky type builds like this, definitely let me know because I would love to check them out. But yeah. Today we're starting with a little building over here. I will say for like 99.5% of this video, I'm going to be in magnet rise mode. It makes it so much easier to decorate these little cliffside houses. If I had to decorate these like standing up and doing it hand by hand, I think I would have gone crazy and I probably would have fallen into the water and drowned like 800 times, even though I did drown like 4 times while filming this video anyways, because I forgot there was water below me. But there will actually be 3 different houses in this build. So we're starting out with the first one, and this is the lowest one down to like the water level, I guess, and I'm using a mix of the wooden wall that is painted with the brown paint as well as the plaster wall that is painted with the brown paint. It's very subtle, but it is like a slight tan color rather than a like pure white, so I do like that, and I was kind of going for like a mountainy vibe. Also, I did want to mention I am building this in Bleak Beach just because there was the most amount of like cliff kind of stuff to work with that I didn't have to like start from scratch. So I'm building this like if you look across the water from where this house is, you might see it during this build as well. That's where that little like log little shop is with like the big cliff and everything. So we're like right across from there, and you can see that little like, I don't know, where all those little vines are, there's that little waterway, and that's like the river that takes you into like the center of the Bleak Beach area where there's like the water wheel and like the tomato crops and that one little broken house. So just for reference, that's where we are, and like Smeargoo is off to the left side if you're like looking at the screen right now. Also, I am using the brown stone roofing for this. I do end up changing this on 2 of the houses, but the middle house will actually keep this stone roof. I keep the style of the roof that we're doing here, which is like that little triangle towards the front, which I really like. The only thing is I kind of wish the side of the tiling for the roof matched the color of the plaster. It doesn't, which like I try to ignore so much with like so many builds. You'll see like the side of like the roof tiling, and I'm like, can I ignore that? Because that is like, see like how it's brown and then like the plaster is that like tan color. I like try to ignore it and be like, it matches the wood wall. So that's the way of me thinking about that. But I did give this front one, well, this house that we are working on, I actually made the entrance on the side, and I used the rustic door in the brown version as well, and then I put the windows on the front. I just thought that was kind of cool, and it goes right up to where we have this staircase. I did have to alter the cliffs a little bit, so you'll see that right here. I'm just like getting rid of some of them, but this is where we start working on the second building, the second house. So there are 3 houses, like I said, so you can house 12 Pokemon here, but I don't know how they would get here because I have to get over here by doing magnet rise, so I don't know how a Pokemon would get over here. But for this house, I decided to do a little bit of a different type of layout, kind of like an L-shape house. That's actually the style of house I feel like I've always lived in, is like kind of an L. I did make it a little small in the beginning, so you can see here I'm going back in and I moved that whole cliff one tile back so I could extend it. And then this like side wall was kind of weird. It felt like very enclosed if I used the plaster wall there. Like it felt very claustrophobic to me. So I did end up doing like those like wooden like 3 little, I don't know what that item is called, but you know what I'm talking about. I mean, you saw it, right? Right here, see? It has those little like wooden posts, and I just thought that it felt like more open right there, so that's what I did there. And then I just have to clean up a little bit. But in the front of the build, we are going to be doing a very large window. So this is a 2 tall by a 3 wide window. And I felt like if you have like a beach house or like a mountain house, you're going to want a view. So why not give you like the biggest window? I mean, I guess it's not the biggest window possible. I could have made it bigger, but I do stuff underneath the window, so I didn't want it to be like in front of a window, I guess. So there is a little bit of plaster below that. And here I am using the stone roof again, and this one will remain the stone roof. So yeah, this one will remain the brown, but later on I changed them because I felt like it was very brown and I felt like we needed some color. So you'll see later on I do use a different shade of color, a different color on the roof, and I feel like it makes it look more vibrant and like not so like brown toned, because it was feeling like sad beige mom vibes a little bit. Like I wanted it to have like a rustic vibe, but it was like very sad feeling a little bit. But I did keep like this one, the brown version, so it's not all the color that you'll see in the future. And throughout this video, well, throughout the build itself, I did have to edit the cliff a little bit. There isn't really much of like a back of the house because it is like up against the wall. So a majority of like what I'm doing is going to be to the front and the sides. But I thought this L was really cool. I haven't made a house with like a different shape before. I feel like a lot of my houses have been very square, like just a square or a rectangle. So I know this one is technically still like rectangular and cubular, if you want to say it like that. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. It's very like lots of right angles and everything, but I thought it was more interesting of like a silhouette and everything to have it in the L shape. Yeah, so I was very pleased to mess around with that. I have been getting a lot of inspiration from a lot of creators here with POKOPIA, especially shout out to Horrible Gaming. I was watching your stream the other day. You're probably not going to watch this video, but you know, shout out to her. Her builds are so amazing. Her live stream, she's working on like a city build, and it's like mind-blowing. I'm like, how does your brain work this much? I don't know. Like, I want some of your brain juice for me. Also, I ran out of wood planks here, and so I had to do it at the like after I already built the house. Do not recommend. Do not recommend, because I had to like be magnetized under the house and place those wooden like planks. I guess I didn't need to put them under the house, but to me it didn't feel like complete if I didn't have it. So just make sure to put the wood planks down first, you know, and then build the house on top of it. I was just lazy and didn't want to go get more lumber to like build more, because all of my storage is in Withered Wasteland, so every time I need something that I don't have, I have to go back to Withered Wasteland. I really wish we had like a universal storage for this game. Nintendo, if you're listening, I don't know like what the company is that created this. I feel like it's like it starts with a K or something, but anyways, back to the build. I added a little bit more of the planks on the sides and next to the bottom of the like staircase over there, because I wanted to add some fencing so like you didn't like fall off the house, I guess. Hopefully if you're living next to like a water source like this, you know how to swim. So yeah, I don't know. Don't fall into the water though. We don't have like a lifesaver, like a life ring item in this game, so I couldn't even add it if I wanted to. But this is the next house, and this house actually was like perfect for the spot where it backs into that little cave right there. So that cave was already there, so I just put down some hardwood flooring inside. I don't really think you even need to do that. I didn't decorate the interiors of these houses. If you know me and have seen any of my like main channel videos, I am not really like an interior decorator, right? So I don't do a whole lot of that. So I brought furniture with me to decorate inside the houses, and then I was like, no, this has taken me way too long and I don't have the mind energy, whatever. I didn't have the energy to work on the interiors. And I feel like I don't have a lot of like interior furniture in this game. I feel like I have quite a bit of the exterior decorations, but I don't have a whole lot of like different beds and stuff. I have like the simple bed, I have like one pop art bed, but there's not really much else furniture wise I have. I mean, I have like dressers and stuff, but nothing like super exciting. I don't even have a lot of like the wall decorations, like the little shelves and everything. I don't have those. I think I have a picture of them, but I haven't 3D printed them yet. I've just been trying to get like more items, you know, and it's a little bit of a struggle for me. But also something I wanted to talk about during this video is that I think I'm going to start live streaming once a week on this channel. I'm thinking Mondays. So let me know if you'd be interested in me doing some live streams of this game. I do stream twice a week over on my main channel, so this would be my 3rd stream of the week. So I don't know if you'd be interested in seeing me like work on this. So there's kind of 2 options, I guess. I could do like a let's play kind of series for this game, or I could do a live stream. So let me know which you would prefer, like an extra video or a stream. And then real quick, back to this, I did extend the cobblestone out here because I added a ladder to get up to the top house, because I was like, how are you supposed to get up here now? So I did like a really long ladder, and then I built out some more of the cliff because it was like looking like very empty like underneath the house, and I was like, it wouldn't really be like floating like that, would it? So I'm kind of just like making fake cliffs, but I extended that little cobblestone down there, so there's like a little walkway, and then there were 3 rows of stairs going up to the second house, but I actually got rid of the farthest to the back row, so now there's only 2. And now I'm kind of just like decorating around the area. I did want it to feel like very natural, and I didn't have a electricity source, so I'm using the mushroom lamps or the mushroom street lights. I think those are really cute, actually. I wish we could customize them, but I don't think you can customize the mushroom furniture, unfortunately. But I do put 2 in front of each of the houses, or like next to the house somewhere. So, and then for like the decorations, I'm using a lot of the boxes and the sandbags and like fake plant items, so like the trees and stuff. I was also thinking about using the little like torch light, but I didn't end up doing that because I used the mushroom light, so I was like, I don't think I'd want 2. And then I would also have to worry about getting a fire Pokemon all the way over here. I don't know, I could have brought Charizard, maybe. Doesn't he fly? I don't know. But I'm adding in the last of the mushroom lamps, and I don't know, I just felt like everything needed to be like rustic in here, because I feel like if you're like living on the side of like a mountain, like maybe you're like, I need to fend for myself, and I need wooden boxes and sandbags. I don't know, that was kind of my thought process around this. I also used a lot of leafage around, and I'll show you later. I do add a bunch of vines to everything. Adding the vines is one of the most annoying things in this game, by the way, because you can only do it like right in front of you and then one up. I don't know why we can't do the mouse controls for leafage or like anything other than rock smash. Like, I want to be able to use my like mouse control because I have a Switch too, right? So like, why not give us the mouse controls for the other powers and not just rock smash? Because it would be so nice, because I wouldn't have to like build up like little squares just to put the leafage up. I was honestly getting so frustrated. I don't know. Or doing it during Magnet Rise. Like, give us a way to do it during Magnet Rise. I think that would be amazing. And like this area over here, I had like no way of doing like leafage, kind of. I mean, I could have like stood on the planters, but it just wasn't worth it. So I'm using a lot of like the vine garland decoration little item, which I do think is really cute, so I'm not like upset. But like I would love to do like a vine like hanging down from it, but just like adding the vines is like so much work, and I'm just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth the fight for me to do this. But I do add some later on in a couple of clips, I think. And then I am adding a bunch of like trees and bushes and flowers. This build again was very like brown tone for a while, so I wanted to bring some color in. So I'm using like the healthy hedge, that's like that bluish purple color, and also the robust flowers in the blue color, and then later on I will be doing some yellow and orange flowers as well. And you saw in that clip I changed the color of the top roof, and then I'm also adding in some waterfalls because I felt like that would be like, you'd probably have a waterfall, right? Oh my gosh, and here's where you can see how many like little cliffs like I had to make, or little blocks, for me to get to all of these places. Your girl was going crazy. Your girl was raging out, and I am proud of how much I was able to put here. So if you have tips on how to make it easier to do leafage, definitely let me know, because I don't even know. It looks so good at the end with like all the like vines and stuff, but just the process of doing it, I was like, please someone save me. But I did decide to do the green tiles on the bottom house as well, just because again, it was looking very brown. And this is the final build. I love how it turned out. I definitely think we could add more green and like maybe some more water, but I think it turned out so cute and I'm really proud of it. This is like a very unique build for me, so I'm so proud that I did this. Like, wow, I did that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. A big shout out to our channel members who are on the screen for you right now. Also, let me know, video extra a week or stream extra a week, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye, friends!